Okay, thanks for coming on today, everybody. This is Ed Crowe. Appreciate you being here today. I'm going to record this webinar. We will put it on YouTube like we do all our webinars. A couple things before we get started, before we talk about National Care Dental with the MetLife corporate PPO network. A few things. If you have questions, shoot them into the webinar during the webinar if you can, because then at the end, sometimes we finish, people are scrambling to enter their question, and I think there's no questions coming, and I end the meeting, so send them during the meeting if you want. I won't answer them during the meeting. As I've said before, I'm not smart enough to answer questions and run the webinar, but I will answer them at the end. We do record all of these. We'll put them on YouTube so you can watch them all there. I'll show you at the end of this. I'm going to show you our YouTube channels just so you can see how easy it is to go watch any of them if you haven't gone on there before. And I'm supposed to use lingo and say smash our subscribe button. I learned that from my kids. So today we're going to talk about the National Care Dental product that uses the MetLife network. National Care Dental has had a product for quite a while, but it had a terrible network. But now the MetLife employer PPO network is a super good one. It's second only to Delta. Delta has high rates. They're going higher now. They had a rate increase, and their comp is very low. So I thought the timing for this was pretty good. So we're going to go through it. So talk about the product, the network. I already kind of did that. Contracting and commission, benefits, rates, and enrollment. And then I'll answer some questions, and that's it. So really quick, shameless plug on Crowe & Associates. I'm actually keeping it really short. We work with agents and agencies in all 50 states, specialize in Medicare, but we're an FMO that offers all product types. We do have a focus on Medicare, however. You can watch everything on YouTube at Crowe Medicare or just youtube.com Crowe & Associates. There's our website, really creatively thought out, croweandassociates.com. And there is our office number, 203-796-5403. And with the name of the company, I did that a long time ago. So, yep, give me points for lack of creativity, naming Crowe & Associates. Anyway, moving on. Okay, National Care Dental has a MetLife branded product. That's the one we're going to talk about today. Uses the MetLife PDP, not to be confused with prescription drug plan, but it uses the MetLife Employer PDP Plus network. That's their biggest PPO network. It's a much larger network than the old network National Care has on their old product, which is still available, but just with their small network. So there's a much larger network. 250,000 dentists plus 250,000 plus 600,000 plus access points. To compare it, National Care with their old maximum care network was 200,000 access points. Just as a quick example, I threw in a zip code. This product is approved in a lot of states, which I'm going to show you, but it includes some tricky ones like Connecticut and New York, which is nice. Using a zip code here in Connecticut, 06804. 5-mile radius. MetLife had 203 dentists. Yeah, believe it or not, there's a lot of dentists in my area of Connecticut. Maximum Care had 100 within a 25-mile radius. And you're wondering, how does Delta compare to that? Delta is just a smidge higher. They were like 210 or something. So MetLife's really close to Delta's network. There are some dentists, however, though, that just take Delta. Okay, they have 3 plan offerings. None of this is going to be too new to you. I mean, if you've looked at standalone dental plans before, you've seen this. But 3 offerings. They have Value, Essentials, and Complete. Why the names? Who knows? But basically, the Value is a $750 max benefit. Essentials $2,000. Complete $10,000. We're going to look at the plans in more detail, of course. So there is your Value plan. I'm not going to read this whole summary through. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, your basic stuff. 100% on preventative. You can see the basic. It's interesting how they do it. They do 50% year 1, 65 and 80 as the years go on. Major care, there is no coverage first year. People are asking me a lot, what if you have previous coverage? Unfortunately, previous coverage to waive waiting periods is a thing of the past. It is being phased out. We sell a ton of Cigna Dental. Cigna's network is pretty good too. It's not as good as MetLife's, but it's pretty good, so that's why we used it. And they always had a policy where you could show previous dental and waive the waiting periods, and they still will do that, but they won't pay us commission now when we do it. So just for the record, if you're selling Cigna, if you show previous coverage, get the waiting periods waived, that they'll go along with it. You just won't get paid for it. So it's kind of tough there. So I think you're going to see this trend more often than not, where you're just not going to be able to waive waiting periods on the policies. But anyway, not a lot to show here. Small deductible, small benefit, $750. That's the first option. Kind of the standard plan that we're used to seeing is the 2000 plan. So again, 3 cleanings a year. Basic services, you can see start year, basic are things like fillings, periodontal work, stuff like that. Basic is 65% year 1, 80, and then 90 in year 3. And then major services, they say that we have, no waiting periods, we cover major services. Well, yeah, they do, but it's only 10% year 1. But 10, 50, 60, $50 deductible. These plans do not cover ortho. I get that question all the time, orthodontia. They don't cover orthodontia. The next plan I show you will cover implants, but it will not cover ortho. And then we'll go to the 10,000 plan. So obviously big benefit, and same thing, preventative 100, basic, you can see the percentages there, 65, by year 3 it's 90, which is great on basic care. And then major, 10%, same thing, 10% year 1, 50, and then 60. $100 lifetime deductible, so just one-time deductible on this. Implants are covered on this plan, so let me explain how implants work with this. When you start selling this, you'll get the big summary of benefits for this with all the details. They limit implants to $3,000, but the interesting thing about that is the $3,000 limit is just for the cost of the implant. But implants, is if you've sold dental and talked about dental, the cost of the implant's one thing, but really a lot of the cost is everything else, the anesthesia, the surgery, those things on this plan go towards the $10,000. So again, the implant itself is limited to $3,000, but all the other costs associated with giving somebody an implant go towards the $10,000. Another question that comes up a lot. Obviously, this is a big network, so there's a good chance your dentist will be in network. What if people blow through their benefit on the 2,000 plan or the 10,000 plan or the 750? Do they still get the discount? They do. The dentist does. All dentists with all dental plans reserve the right to not give the discount once the max is hit. But with this, in the case of the national care with MetLife, we've not run into that a lot. So you can expect your clients, if they go through their $2,000 benefit, they will still get the discounted negotiated rate if they're in network, and that's substantial. It averages around 40%. So sometimes you can make the argument that the discount on these plans is really worth as much or more than the actual benefit. Maybe not in the case of the 10,000 benefit, but on a standard dental plan like the 2,000. So discount is super important. People also ask a lot, maybe if you don't sell dental often, okay, well, I have a plan, it's a PPO, and it says if I go out of network, it's covered 50%. You have to understand, it's not going to be 50% of what the dentist bills. That's the trick with dental and out of network. If they say we cover 50% of a crown and it's out of network, well, first of all, the price isn't negotiated. Dentists can charge what their standard charge is, and the 50% is with any PPO pretty much. The 50% is going to be 50% of what the in-network allowable is. So, use a quick example. Somebody gets a crown out of network, dentist charges $2,000 for it. If the dentist was in network, they'd only be allowed to charge $1,000 for it. You're going to get 50% of what's allowed in network, so $500. And that's how you wind up getting pissed off clients, because they don't understand the out-of-network piece. Hopefully with this product, you'll be able to have them have an in-network dentist, so they'll get the discount and they don't have to have that issue. Okay, let's look at the states it's available in. So there they are. Behold. New York and Connecticut are included in this, so obviously it's widely available. I mean, I would like it to be in places like Maine and New Hampshire. It is not. I don't know if they have any plans to go there, but it isn't currently. But that is the state availability list. Contracting. So It's the same process we normally do for National Care because, as I said, they've had a product for a long time, but with the old network. So they just created this is a new product in addition to the old one. So if you were contracted to sell National Care Dental with the old network, then you are set to sell this. You don't have to contract again. Same contract. So already contracted to offer National Care Dental using Nationwide's branding, then you're good to go with the MetLife branded product. And how do you access it? Well, the way you do it is you go to enrollment.ncd.com. That's the agent-facing site, and you put in your agent ID. It's the same ID for the Nationwide product versus this one. So if you contracted previously, use that ID, go to this site, enrollment.ncd.com, enter your producer ID in there, and that's the agent-facing site. You'll be able to see all the plans, enroll people, everything for the MetLife branded product. The consumer-facing site, I gave you an example. It's easy. It's enrollment.ncd.com / and then your agent ID. So like I put mine in there, 563566. Don't use that one because I'll get credit for the sale. Put your own in there, and that is the client-facing site. So it looks just like the agent one, but it's one you can send to clients, send them the URL. They can quote, compare, enroll. You can use it to enroll them. Whoever wants to use it can. But it's a client-facing site, so they can't see like your other clients and that kind of thing. It's just a quote and enrollment site for clients. You can put it on your website, on your email. So again, same agent ID, just a different website where you go to enter it, to access and sell and look at the MetLife product. Shoot me a question on the webinar if that's not clear. Hopefully it is. Let's hit the commission schedule now. So here's commissions. Here's one of the big things. Obviously, Cigna commissions are not great. Delta commissions certainly aren't. I think they're 10 or 11 or 12 depending. But the street on this, so the street agent is 21. So right out of the gate, even if you've never sold a dental plan, don't have a sub-agent, it's 21%. The vision, I didn't even mention the vision. It does have a standalone VSP vision policy you can add to this. That is 34%. We can go up to on this, I have a lot of levels. We can go up to 26% on the dental. We can go 39% on the vision. So I say on there, GA, MGA, SGA, FMO agency levels available, need to meet carrier requirements. Long story short, if for the street, I can give that to anybody. The 22 or 23, I can actually give that to an individual if they have previous production to show me. So you don't have to have subs. I can get you to 23 if you can show me, hey, I write a lot of dental and here's what I wrote last year. It doesn't matter the carrier. To go higher than that, that's where you're going to need subs. So when we get into the 24, 25, 26, that's where you need sub-agents. So the contracting links we can adjust based on your scenario. Let us know and we can get a link out to you to contract at the level that works for you. If you're not contracted with National Care at all, period, then you just email us. You can call us at the office here, 203-796-5403, or send an email to lisa@croweandassociates.com, and she can get you a link out. If you don't say anything other than, hey, Lisa, I want the NCD with MetLife, she's just going to send you the street. If you have previous production you can show, or if you got sub-agents, you're an agency, obviously we can give you higher levels then, but you just got to let her know that. Otherwise, each contracting link is specific to the level. Otherwise, you're just going to get the street level if you don't say anything. So just let us know, I guess, is the moral of the story. Okay, enrollment is easy. I'm going to repeat what I said earlier. You can use the agent-specific portal or the consumer portal. And on there, you can quote, compare, enroll, check providers, enroll people right over the phone. This isn't Medicare. You don't have to record. You can send them a link to enroll. You can send them a link to enroll themselves, or you can talk to them on the phone and enroll them through your link. Okay? Links are specific to agents. So again, enrollment.ncd.com. Okay, that put in your enrollment.ncd.com. When you go in there, it'll ask for your agent number, put it in. That'll be your portal. It'll show your existing clients, and you can enroll people. And then the client-facing, enrollment.ncd.com / and your agent number. And that will be the client-facing site. Hit rates really quick. So The rates on this plan are not age banded. So obviously, if you've got somebody who's 50 versus 65, it's the same rate. So the older they are, the better this will look. You can choose dental only, or you could add VSP to it, or go VSP only if you want. Quick rate example I'll do on the next page, but keep in mind, if you look at Delta, and this is prior to their rate increase, Delta is $75.54 a month. That's a 10% comp for their 2K plan. Cigna's $51 a month for their 1500 max plan, and their comp is around the same as Delta's. So Cigna has a lower agent comp and an inferior network. Delta has a better network but higher prices and much lower comp, obviously less, not even 50% of what this is. Idea of rates. So if you look, the 750 plan is $35 a month, the 2000 is $55, and then the $10,000 plan is $77. And I like how it says no waiting periods. I did talk to you earlier, they don't have waiting periods, but it's only 10% on major for the first year. So kind of a gimmick. I guess everybody uses gimmicks. Okay, we are done. Hopefully that gave you a good run through of the product. I'm going to show you the YouTube channel really quick so you can watch the videos if you want to go on there. Let's see if we have any questions. Maybe we do. We don't have any questions. I just had Chris who said hi. Well, thank you, Chris. Hi to you as well. Good to see you're on. Thank you. And what I'm going to do now then is I will show you really quick where you can watch all of our videos that we have on YouTube. Hang on one second. There it is. So it's just YouTube. You just Google. Here, I'll show you. Just Google youtube.com Crowe and Associates. If I could spell. There you go. It'll come right up. Click on it. And there's my face sitting there, unfortunately. And you can just click on the videos button, and there's all of them. And you can see we've done a lot of them. And they're all recorded. They're all up there. If you want to see the NCD site really quick, hang on one second. You go to enrollment.ncd.com. You'd enter your agent ID. If I can get mine to go in. So you enter your agent ID. So I forgot mine for a minute, kind of embarrassing. 563566. This is the agent facing site. Here we go. And it asks you, am I looking for dental? Yes. Dental only. And there you go. Now, if you want to see the consumer-facing site, that's easy. It's just enrollment.ncd.com in your agent number. And it looks exactly the same. It's really not any different. So, easy to get into the site, easy to enroll people. I probably should show you a quick example of how you enroll them. Hang on one second. Great. And just begin application. It's that easy. And then you start entering that information, and then you can just submit it for them. So it's simple to do, easy to enroll people, and that's it. If you have any questions for me, please let me know. Thanks for coming on today. I greatly appreciate it. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Oh, and also, if you could, if you want, rather, I should say, feel free to join us for our agency Zoom tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Again, the email went out with the topics. It's short. I mean, I only talked for about 10 minutes short, and then I opened it to, discussion. But we're going over a bunch of various updates on Medicare stuff. So thanks for coming on. Hope everybody has a great day, and maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. Have a good day. Bye.